Thank you. Shall we make a start? Because it's obvious Councillor Galton's off on his holidays. Is there? Yes. Are we ready to go on the webcast? Right, we're ready to start. Thank you, everybody. This is the meeting of the General Purposes Committee. I'll just go through the formalities at the top of the agenda. Are there any appeals against refusal of inspection of documents, please?
There are no appeals, Chair.
Thank you. Is there any exempt information?
And no exempt information on the agenda.
Thank you. Are there any late items?
No late items.
I turn to the committee. Are there any declarations of interest, please? I take it they're not. Do we have any apologies, please?
I've not received any apologies, Chair.
That's great. Item 6, the minutes of the last meeting. Is everybody happy with the minutes? It's great, thank you. And we're on to the substantive item today, which is the Health and Wellbeing Board terms of reference and council procedure rules. Would like to introduce this. Is it Wazim or Wazim, please?
Thanks, Chair. So I'll just do a really quick intro. I'm sure you read the papers. So this paper sort of gives recommendations to ensure that we're consistent with the legislation that was introduced on the 1st of July with the Health and Care Act 2022. It's the main thing for the purposes of this report is it's led to the abolishment of the CCG, and that's been replaced by the Leeds Committee of the West Yorkshire ICB. So what we're proposing is those changes are reflected in terms of references to the CCG in the Health and Wellbeing Board terms of reference, the Constitution, Article 17 of the Constitution, and the Council procedure rules. And we're just asking for GPC to note the proposed amendments and to recommend that full council approves those proposed amendments at its next meeting on the 20th of July.
Thank you, Azim. Are there any questions or comments from the committee? Councillor Venner, please.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, just to add, as Wasim said, this is the result of the Health and Social Care Act that came in on the 1st of July. As you'll see, this is quite a bureaucratic process in that most of the constitutional changes that are in the paper are literally just changing references to the CCG to the Leeds Committee of the West Yorkshire Integrated Care Board. So that's most of the changes. We also need to do some changes to membership of the Health and Wellbeing Board, but again, it's mainly just having a rep from the Integrated Care Board, the Leeds Committee Integrated Care Board, and that will be Tim Riley, who was the Chief Exec of the former CCG. People probably know this already, but just to mention that Rebecca Charlwood, former chair of the Health and Wellbeing Board, it has been appointed to be the chair of the Leeds Committee of the Integrated Care Board, which is a really positive appointment for us, particularly, I think, in terms of having someone chairing that board who has such a good understanding of local government. I've done quite a lot of interviews over the last couple of months for the chair post and also for the lay members, and you get a lot of kind of retired NHS senior managers going into those sort of roles. We're in a really good position to have got someone who's come out of a council going into one of those roles. So I think she'll be a great appointment for us. But this has to come here and then it has to go through full council, but it's largely just a bureaucratic process that changes the references to CCG to the Leeds Committee of the Integrated Care Board. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Venner. Are there any more comments from the committee? Okay, I'll turn to the recommendations on page 9. And is everybody happy with those? It's great. Thank you. It's the last item on the agenda, so we'll close the meeting. Thank you.